morning, everyone. It's Haley. Welcome to Momlife, Vermont, and welcome to an episode of Confessions of a Bearded Lady. Now, this episode of Confessions of a Bearded Lady is going to have absolutely no facial hair removal. Shocker. I know I don't have. Maybe there's one other video like this, but probably not. Today is an interesting day. As I was getting ready for work today, I didn't really have a thought of my facial hair. Maybe a couple of days ago, during a look-see to see how it had been growing, I realized that there are some massively long hairs, like hair that if all the hair was that long would drive me crazy and I would have gotten rid of it. But it's really like a line of hair, because I'm not super good at waxing, and then random little ones, and right here is just like particularly long. And I had been thinking about tweezing it, and then I haven't, for me and my facial hair, and kind of like most things that I feel like some people worry about, like pimples on my face, bad hair days, those type of things, I know about, but I don't really dwell on them. So when I looked in the mirror and saw those hairs, like, it might have really made me feel self-conscious in that moment, or made me think about, ooh, I should get rid of it because maybe people will notice it. But almost like the moment I stop looking in the mirror and I walk away, I'm like on to something else, and the facial hair just doesn't become something I worry about. Now back to today. So today, as I was getting ready for work, I was kind of thinking about what the day was going to entail. And not that I dress a particular way based on the meetings I'm having usually, but where I work, I can be very, very casual, or I can be business casual. And typically I border the line of being fairly casual. So I purposely today got in nice clothes because we're having a meeting with upper management. So I was like, I just want to look presentable. Some of the girls that I work with recently had been wearing like business suits, blazers, I think they're called, blazers. I don't own a blazer, so when I think about getting into a business casual look, it's usually nice slacks and then a nice shirt. And if you have been following along on the journey on the channel thus far, I'm in a weight loss journey, and I put on a shirt today that fit for the very first time properly, so I'm very happy about that. I mean, first time since I purchased it. And so I kind of like got all presentable, very business casual. Actually, I feel like I'm a little bit more than business casual today. But I didn't put any makeup on still. Like, I just don't see that as being a part of my get ready with me on a normal basis. And I didn't think about the facial hair. I did not think about the facial hair while I was at home and while I was getting ready for my day. But all of a sudden on my drive into work, I'm like, I still have all the hairs on my face. Mind you, most of it, because of the waxing, is still pretty good. I would think that I'm a little over 2 weeks out from the waxing, the actual waxing. So the hair that got gone really, really well with the waxing probably feels like day 3 if I had done like the flawless touch. So anyway, now I'm just like, I'm just like very self-conscious of them all of a sudden. And I'm trying to be like, all right, why? Why does that make me feel self-conscious? And this is totally, I don't know. Let me know if you guys feel this way, because I wish I didn't feel this way. And I feel like most of the time I don't, but right now I do. I feel as though if these upper managements were to see that I had facial hair, or to see how long some of my facial hair was, I'm worried that if upper management sees that I have a beard, they will almost take what I'm saying and knock it down a couple of notches. I could be giving an amazing speech about some amazing information, but it's almost like if they see my facial hair, then it won't matter as much, or they won't see it as important. I'm almost like, I don't know, basing my education level off the amount of facial hair that I have. That is awful. Like, my hope is that once I'm actually in work and I'm in the throes of the day, I won't even think about it or notice it. But sitting here in my car on my very long commute into work, it just like dawned on me. Oh my gosh. And I in no way on a normal basis feel that in order to be smart or you have to not have facial hair. I definitely think that the women who sport their beard and are proud of it all the time can be well educated and smart and beautiful and amazing at life. I just, for me right now, am feeling as though not everyone has that feeling of facial hair, that their perspective of the facial hair is going to be different than the way that I want them to view it. And that's what's going to cause this dilemma, this problem where I feel that because that they're going to see it and then they're just going to think I'm not as educated or as smart as I actually am. Do you guys ever feel that way where you're just like, oh my god? And it doesn't even have to be about facial hair. You could have something completely normal that maybe I don't notice because I don't have that. Because the one thing I do know about facial hair or our own flaws is you notice your flaws way more than anybody else, and you will often notice that very same flaw in other people. But on the regular, everyone else has no idea. So what I mean is I might notice my own facial hair and I might notice that somebody else has facial hair, but somebody who doesn't have that part of their life where facial hair is not something they ever think about, they're not necessarily going to notice your facial hair. They're not necessarily going to notice my facial hair. I just want to like kind of like Haley this. I just really want to like get this out of my head, get like my day centered and focused, and I need to get it. I need to get it good. I just need to realize that like it's almost like I'm like, let me just wrap it up. And I have like 90% of the time, the facial hair, if it's there, does not bother me. I'm pretty sure I've had the whole thing as long as these little hairs that are like the ones that are bothering me right now. Pretty sure I've had the whole thing like that. One of the things that I'm wondering is if the flawless touch that I've been using and that's made kind of my life so much easier with the facial hair has almost made me forget that the hair has been really long before, and I've gone out into the world and I've gave presentations and people have listened to me and people have understood me. People have, maybe they judged me, but they never let me know that they were judging me. The hope is that nobody judges me for it. I cannot, and the other thing I have to remember is I cannot control how other people are going to view my facial hair, how other people are going to feel about the facial hair, how other people are going to see me because of the facial hair. All I can do is make sure that I feel comfortable with the facial hair, with the way that I look, feel good about the fact that this shirt fit, and stop dwelling on the fact that my facial hair is there. Like, no, it's fine. It's fine. Once I get to where I'm going, because I'm actually driving to work still, I will give you guys a close-up of the facial hair, and you will see that it's just really probably not that big of a deal. Just sometimes when you're alone with your mind, and that stinking anxiety just kind of like starts creeping in, and the imposter syndrome starts coming in, and it's just get myself all worked up. going to be a great day. It's going to be a fabulous day. I'm not even like giving a presentation, but I'm going to go to this meeting and I'm going to meet some people I've never met before that are in higher positions than I am, and it's just going to be a really great morning. So I just need to remember that and not be like, the facial hair is there, everyone's going to see it. That's not what today's going to be at all. So I hope you guys have a great day. I know I am. I will show you the facial hair, and I might even come back on at the end of the day and let you know how the day actually went, because I just feel like once I'm out of this car and not dwelling on all of this and actually like too busy to think about my own well-being and busy with work, that it'll be a great day. So I'll see you guys later, but you guys have a great day, and be sure to let me know down in the comments if you've ever felt this way and if you have tools or strategies that you use to make yourself feel better, to not dwell on it, because I definitely feel like there are some people, there are some individuals, there are some women, there are some men who don't have the means to take care of their facial hair, so they've just accepted it and they love it. And some people just love it to love it. I'm learning to love it. Squirrel moment. Watch a lot of body positivity YouTube channels, and typically it's like plus size women loving their bodies. And I often feel like I'm on that journey with the weight loss journey, because I'm learning to love myself, my body, the way that it looks, the changes that are happening with it. But I also feel like body positivity is like loving other parts of your body. Like learning to love and accept my facial hair is 100% a body positivity journey. So just remember that if you're on a facial hair journey. Be happy, be positive, and I'll see you later. End of the day, I have to say, really interesting. The meeting that I felt like I should get all dressed up for, because there was going to be some important people there. We had the meeting, the people just never showed up. So, but I have to say, the moment I kind of like got in the room and got around all these people, like the facial hair just did not matter at all. It was not something I was thinking about. I was thinking about how important the meeting might be, or how inspirational it might be, or the questions I might have for the people who are speaking. It just didn't matter. I did actually bring up the fact, actually with my boss today. I was chatting with her about the fact that I had gotten all dressed up because of this meeting, and I had forgotten to take care of my facial hair, and that I felt as though people might think that I'm uneducated, I am not as smart as I am due to that fact. And she mentioned that she had wore like bright, colorful nail polish and had a meeting with her boss and her boss's boss, and was concerned that they would look at her as like less reliable and uneducated and unintelligent due to the fact that she had colorful nail polish on. So it just made me think that you might be watching this because this was specifically about facial hair, PCOS facial hair, but just know that this is not just, I mean, you could be like, I love wearing colorful socks, but I feel like I have to pull back on my colorful socks due to the impression that those socks might have on somebody. So it's all very connected. This conversation that I had with you today might be able to be applied to many other factors of your life, and just know it is so unimportant in the grand scheme of things that you should just smile, go about your day, and be the best you can be. Null and void if you have facial hair and you got rid of it or didn't get rid of it, or you're dealing with something else. Like, who gives a shit if you like colorful nail polish? That in no way defines how educated you are, how smart you are, and in no way should somebody judge you on that. But if somebody does judge you based on the color of your nail polish, the amount of facial hair that you have, then they probably are just not somebody that you want to hang out with that often. If you don't have a choice, just know that that's their opinion. That does not have to be your opinion, and that does not necessarily mean that's the grand opinion of the grand scheme. I'm on my road right now, which is very bumpy, so sorry if you're jiggling, but I just wanted to let you know that all that worry about something, and in reality, you probably can't see it from here. I was standing next to my boss, face to face. She couldn't tell it was there. It is just very something that I have to deal with, and it's just something that I now know is not localized to me. It's not something that I only feel. It's something that probably everyone feels, just it's about different things. Nail polish, facial hair, your hairdo, your socks, you never quite know. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and me just kind of like letting you know the actual like feelings I had on my facial hair today, and how I guess I overcame them, and just like a realization that I had today. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the let me know that roads in Vermont, everyone, welcome. Let me know down in the comments how you're feeling, how you're doing, how you feel this video was. If you guys have any suggestions on any products you want to see on the Confessions of a Bearded Lady series, definitely let me know down in those comment box. And as always, no negative Nellies down there. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.